Hi, I'm Rebecca Olson, CEO of the Maryland Association of CPAs. This year, we're thrilled to once again host the MACPA Foundation's Women to Watch Awards. We're excited to celebrate 30 amazing female leaders in our profession. And these awards not only recognize their success and contributions, but also inspire the next generation of leaders. Join me now for a brief interview with one of our incredible honorees, and we hope to see you in person on September 26th at our Women to Watch Awards breakfast.
I'm Samantha Fisher. I'm a member at Paradigm Forensics, and I do forensic accounting. So I do anything from business valuation to litigation support. Whether it's buying a business, helping a business owner buy or sell their business, to somebody going through who's found fraud, or even somebody just going through a divorce that's looking for assistance with, financial matters.
Samantha, such an interesting part of our profession that you get to work in. And I wonder, along your career journey, what has been the accomplishment so far, right? Because I know there's probably a lot more to come that you are most proud of in your career.
Definitely opening up and helping found Paradigm Forensics last year. So I was with the same group of team members for about 10 years now. And we finally decided to open up, found our own firm last year. And it's been really great to be part of growing, a company and figuring out where you want your work culture to be, and, where you want your company to grow.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's one of the amazing things about our profession, right? Is there's so much opportunity, and one of those opportunities is in entrepreneurship and owning and really starting your own thing, which I think is super cool. That you talked about that core group of people that you've been working with and then founded this new organization with. I wonder, in that journey, in that career journey, has there been someone, whether it's in that group or maybe a family member or a mentor, that's really had a significant kind of impact on your career and influenced you?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really say it's one specific person. It's more of just kind of a group of individuals. So both of the other founding partners that I'm with, they hired me right out of college as an intern. And they've really been very supportive in guiding my career, helping me, making sure that along the way, in order, starting from a very early path of where do I want to be in 5, 10 years from now, and what do I need to get doing right now, even as an intern, what path do I need to take in order to get where I wanted to be in my career, whether it was going to marketing events or whether it was, making sure that I'm attending some of these, that's attending the client meetings and sitting in, even though I may not fully grasp the conversations yet, or just making sure I'm getting the training I need. We also had a mentorship program. Even when I started, I started at a public accounting firm, and a huge part of their program was a mentorship program internally. And, I still touch base with my mentor even now. We still meet, even though we're no longer at the same company, we still meet occasionally after hours. We still stay in touch. We do bounce back and forth. Again, we do slightly different things, but we still bounce it back and forth, kind of our thoughts or things that, just general ideas. And it's really refreshing to stay in touch, even with those mentors from an early age.
It's amazing. Yeah, the accounting and finance profession is at its core a community of people. And so to be able to have that community around you is a remarkable and amazing benefit of this profession. And I know you've probably seen the profession change a little bit. It's evolved, it's continuously evolving. That's one of the other really cool things about our profession. I wonder what advice you would give to a young person, maybe that intern that you were. What would you tell them as they enter the profession?
Sure. So I guess the biggest change that we see in, it's a very, very talked about topic, AI and automation. Everything we have, all the programs that are out there, it's amazing to see some of the programs every day that they're coming out with, and ways that you can reduce your time spending, on the actual analysis. But as we go forward, I do think that a huge part of what we do is, in fact, service-based, and there is going to be that level of personalism. Whether you're, in the forensic accounting field, you're dealing with people there every day. They're going through sometimes their worst case scenarios, and they're really in just very rough spots. And a huge part of what we do is having, that personal conversations with them and making sure that you're really, planning and staying on top of it, but also that personal aspect. But whether you're doing that or even just tax planning, a huge part of it is going to be that level of, touching base with the client. What are they going through in their personal lives? Is there any main life events outside of just preparing that tax return? What are some other things that they may be going through? Because a huge part of what we do that you can't automate is your personality and your service line and what you're really looking out for. So I think, it's easy for a lot for coming out of school to say, I want to work virtual, but you're really missing out on a huge part of the personal aspect of working in person with other people and collaborating and working on those personal skills and getting to know the clients in person when you're not, when you're staring at a screen all day. So even if it's a hybrid schedule, just doing whatever you can to improve those personal skills and interact with the client as much as possible.
Absolutely, yeah. Our profession certainly uses numbers, but it's a people
Yes.
profession, right?
Totally.
And so the importance of those personal skills and that almost like you're a counselor in a way, especially in your role,
Exactly.
dealing with some people that are in probably one of the hardest moments of their life and really assisting them in that
Mhm.
way.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, with the increase in technology and the perception of what technology will do to the accounting and finance profession, MACPA is really on a journey to try and change the narrative of our profession to make sure people know that it is a people profession, that there are things that you can't automate about our profession and those relationships. And really, to do that, we're kind of narrowing down and focusing on purpose about the end result, the impact that our profession has. And so I'm curious for you, Samantha, what is your CPA purpose? How does that motivate you?
You know, at least for me in my path, I started out with getting the CPA because, coming out of college, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. So it was allowed me to get, I knew I wanted to be in the field that I'm in now. But in terms of getting experience, I wanted to get a more well-rounded experience in all the fields, whether it was tax, audit, or forensic accounting. All of it really flows through to what we do at the end of the day. So having that CPA allowed me to kind of get that background in everything and to be very thoroughly versed. And having that knowledge to be able to then take this and, like I said, be able to help, be able to help people who are sometimes going through their worst, moments in their lives. We do damage analyses where, people who have sometimes lost a loved one or where their lives have completely shifted, and they may not, they may not be living the same lifestyle that they were living before. They're going through a divorce. They just found out that, that somebody's been embezzling from them. These are really tough situations to go through, and to be able to help a client go through some of them and make sure that they can kind of get on that next path to, moving forward. Just having that education to be able to help with that is, really invaluable. And it's
Absolutely.
fulfilling.
Yeah. So you are able to see the whole financial picture and then help
Yes.
somebody in their maybe darkest moments navigate that
Exactly.
is certainly a blessing. So at the Women to Watch Awards, we have two
Mhm.
categories. We have emerging leaders and experienced leaders. And of
Mhm.
course, the key word there is leader. And we really believe that you can be a leader, people can be a leader in any seat, right? Um, Samantha, I'm wondering for you, what does being a leader mean?
I guess for me, being a leader, I guess, is investing in your team around you. So, we really do operate as a team, and I want to support those around me, whether it's an intern, whether it's, another partner right next to you, and just figuring out and working collaboratively to make sure that you're achieving that common goal.